Now that's a lot of damage. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Campy coming back at you with another Genshin Impact video. This video, we're going to be talking about Xinyan and my full DPS build on her. So let's jump right into it. So right now, I have her on a level 82 Wolf's Gravestone. I'm using the Wolf's Gravestone currently because of the base attack and attack percentage, and obviously has good ability on it, which increases your attack by 20% automatically. And then on hit, with enemies less than 30%, it'll increase your attack by another 40% for 12 seconds. I'm using this Claymore right now until I get the Unforged leveled up to level 90. Again, it has a good base and attack percentage for the substat. The reason I want to switch to the Unforged instead of the Wolf is because, as you can see, the Wolf does give you a total of 60% increased attack, but there's also an 18-second downtime as compared to the Unforged, which doesn't have a downtime as long as you're covered by a shield. And we'll go into that in just a little bit. Now, check out our talents real quick. Her normal attack, just 4 consecutive strikes. And as far as the scaling goes, it's really good. As you can see, over 130% just on hit 1, and then it goes all the way up to 198% on hit 4. So really strong basic attacks. Her second skill, Sweeping Fever, basically hits enemies around you with pyro attack, and depending on how many enemies you hit, grants you a shield. Now, the level 1 shield is only 176% of your defense plus 1,000, and then it goes up to level 3, which is 244 percent defense plus 1,400. Her ultimate burst, or her elemental burst, has a lot of skill damage, and this is all going to be physical damage. So 579% of your attack converted to physical damage or normal attack damage. Has a duration of 2 seconds and a cooldown of 15 seconds. But the energy cost is only 60, so she doesn't need that much energy recharge. Then going into her first passive talent, as soon as you unlock the first passive talent, you need 1 less enemy to trigger the shield effect, so you only need to hit 2 enemies to trigger level 3 shield. Her second passive allows you to have increased physical damage by the character shielded by a Sweeping Fervor. So this passive talent is going to increase her physical damage, which is why I'm going to show you my physical damage build for her. Now, as far as her constellations go, you don't need all 6 constellations to make Xinyan good. Xinyan is really good off of C0 alone. Just know that with C0, you're going to have a little bit of downtime with your shield, but that can be easily mitigated if you get to C2, which is honestly really easy to obtain, especially if you've been saving your Primo gems to pull for Zhongli and got a couple of Xinyans on the side. And that's because C2, Risk for Evolutions, which is your elemental burst, the crit rate on the physical damage portion is increased by 100%. Now that's not to say it's increased to 100%. That just means that basically your crit rate is doubled for that elemental burst. And then it'll also form a shield at shield level 3. Now what this means is that you can cycle in between using your elemental skill and your elemental burst to pretty much keep your shield up almost 100% of the time. And that's all you really need to make Xinyan like the best possible. And then if you do happen to get to C4, it'll make her just a little bit better by reducing enemies hit by Sweeping Fervor swing by reducing their physical resistance by 15%. So with reducing damage by 15%, and also along with her second passive allowing you to deal 15% more increased physical damage, that's like in total of a 30% increased physical damage overall, which is why she's really good if you want to make her a DPS build to go for physical damage. Going to the artifacts, I have her on a 2-piece Bloodstain and a 2-piece Gladiator Finale for the increased 25% physical damage and the 18% increased attack. As for the stats on each piece, I am running a crit rate mask, giving me 31% extra crit rate. Substats you're looking for on Xinyan for a DPS build is going to be attack and crit rate, crit damage on the substats, and energy recharge if you can get it, just so you can get her ult up as soon as possible. Going to her cup, I got her on a physical damage bonus cup. Again, just increasing her physical damage bonus. And then for the substats, I do have defense percentage because I do have her at C6, so having increased defense percentage allows me to hit my charge attacks a little harder. But again, C6 is completely not necessary to have a good hard hitting Xinyan for main DPS. And then again, I have the attack percentage and then the crit rate percentage. As for the hourglass, again, just flat attack percent and then energy recharge, attack, and crit damage. A little bit of elemental mastery just so I can have her reactions hit just a little harder. If I could change that, it would probably be crit rate though. Then our feather again comes with flat attack, and then substats going to be the attack and crit rate percentage, elemental mastery, and then defense again, just so her charge attacks hit a little bit harder. And then for the flower, we have flat HP, and then substats can be crit damage, crit rate is the main thing, so really try to focus on getting again, and then the energy recharge and flat attack. I would like this to be attack percentage, but you can take what you get, right? So that's what I got for now. Now all this combined is going to give me 17k HP, and it's going to boost my attack above 3000. I am running double pyro in my party for the extra 25% attack boost. I am running child as well, so it boosts my normal attacks skill level by 1. So instead of 7, I'm at 8 now. So my normal attacks or my physical attacks hit that much harder. Defense is at 1000. That's okay. Especially if you're like me and you don't do a lot of charge attacks, it's not going to really make a difference. Just makes your shield a little bit tougher and makes your charge attacks hit just a little bit harder, but it's not that really big of a deal. And then I have 59% crit rate with 85 crit damage. I would like to get my crit damage up a little bit more, but I just haven't got the pieces yet together to do that. And then my energy recharge is at 133%. Then down at the bottom, you can see that my physical damage bonus is at 83.3%. Now, like I said, you don't need to wail to make this character good. In my opinion, it's the artifacts that make a character really strong. It's not the weapon. Yes, a 5-star weapon helps. It definitely helps, but you don't need a 5-star weapon to have a really strong character, right? So you can run a prototype Animus, and Xinyan probably won't hit as hard, but you can always make that up if you get god rolls on your artifacts, right? And then she'll still be really good on a 4-star weapon. And same thing with our constellations. Like I said earlier, you don't need C6 Xinyan to be good. She's really good at C0, and she's just a little bit better with C2, allowing you to keep your shield up for a longer period of time. Now that that's out of the way, we'll do some demonstrations. You already seen what I can do in the Valley of Remembrance from earlier. Now we're going to go and challenge a couple of bosses here in the world and just see how hard Xinyan can hit. Come on, big boy. Solid 7k, 9k, 11k. Up the shield, hitting for 5k, 3k, almost 5k, 6k. $32k on the ult. Nice. All right, guys, there you have it. There's my DPS Xinyan build. I will say this: if you were trying to build her as a more of a support character instead of a full-on single-player DPS, instead of this set, you could opt to go for more of a Crimson Witch set. Okay, this is gonna just increase her reaction damage, which is really good if you want to build her that way. Just pop her in, use her shield, and pop out to another character. It's also a good plan to do. Like I said, she's really flexible, and just know that if you do this build, instead of the Fizz Dam cup, you're gonna do Pyro Damage Cup on her to increase her damage on her ultimate and her elemental skill. So just some options there if you want to build her more of a support role. Maybe throw like a Favonius Greatsword on her to be able to use her elemental skill a little bit faster and more times to definitely get that shield up as soon as possible if you want to build that way. But other than that, yeah, this I think this is a pretty good main DPS role. Definitely strong physical damage user. Kind of like in comparison with Razor, I would say, but like with a shield. So I like her a lot, and her talents and her constellations really suit her for that physical damage dealer role. All right, guys, if you liked the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, my goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers so I can work toward actually getting a paycheck from doing this. So make sure you help me out by doing those things. And if you enjoyed the video, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.